Boys and girls, this is the Undisputed Era. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, and you're listening to Going In Raw, baby.
This is Shayna Baszler, and you're watching Going In Raw.
This is the knockout artist, Cassius Ohno, and you're Going In Raw.
Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Lars.
And welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to right here at youtube.com/Steven Larson. And available wherever podcasts can be found. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notify bell next to it to make sure you always get your new Going In Raw notifications. We're also available on the Patreon at patreon.com/Steven Larson. We got a couple new patrons in the house. Larson, I'll go ahead and load those up. We also got a couple new YouTube channel members.
Oh, we got a lot tonight during our Takeover live stream. Thank you for everybody for joining us. About 800 of you at certain points joined us tonight. Thank you very much. It's always a heck of a lot of fun watching these shows with the friendos.
Absolutely.
Thank you, and thank you.
Rob Caton, Timothy Bates, Ricardo Reina, Wrestle King 68, Dr. Paul Sachs, and Hyper Lee are all new patrons. Let's see if I have access to the new channel members here.
Oh, yeah. There were several tonight.
Here we go. W.S. Fletcher, new member. Tony Vanucci, new member. Let's see here. MRAS 532, new member. Reaper Red V3, new member. Trying.
We're getting old, man.
I'm trying.
Small type's not easy for us to
Matt
read.
Knight and Doobie and Brian Davis, all new members. Thank you so much.
Thank you all
for all your support. Anyways, NXT Takeover Toronto 2019 is in the bag.
In the books. Overall thoughts, Mr. Here.
Trash. Total trash. Undisputed Era did not come away draped in gold, so what do I care right now? It was another terrific takeover. I mean, look, man, these are takeovers. These are absolutely terrific every time out.
All right, hold on. I have a theory here.
They're great.
And part of it is it was proffered to us by our good friendos in chat.
Sure.
Usually, Survivor Series weekend, the takeover takes place that particular weekend is themed about what particular match, Steve?
War Games.
War Games.
War Games.
Who's been in every War Games match thus far?
Undisputed Era.
Correct. So, spoiler alert, we'll get to it later. Adam Cole is still your NXT champion. However, the rest of Undisputed Era did not win their matches. So, War Games is coming up in Chicago, Allstate Arena. Maybe we didn't get to the disappointment of many. Undisputed Era draped in gold. But I offer this. You go into whatever prospective deal NXT has going with Fox Sports 1. Everybody loves the Undisputed Era.
True.
You got Chicago, a smart wrestling city, who will probably love the Undisputed Era.
Oh, yeah.
You have War Games. You have everything on the line. So you got Street Profits, Gargano, Velveteen Dream taking on Undisputed Era. Mm-hmm. Winner takes all. Mm-hmm. If you're going to have... It accomplishes several things. One, it elongates Velveteen Dream's North American title reign. It elongates Street Profits tag team title reign.
That is more important than the first one.
Totally.
Velveteen Dream can go on and do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
But the Street Profits, I mean, I don't know. Do they need it? No, they're already on Raw. And I don't know. But it does help them, I guess.
Yeah, 3 more months with the tag titles helps them immensely. And then you get your huge moment, the Undisputed Era. After the show is moved on to Fox Sports 1, they can be the centerpiece of NXT on Fox Sports 1 because everybody loves the Undisputed Era.
Yeah.
Across the board.
Honestly, that was my only, personally, obviously, I picked them all. You got all but one match right.
I got all but the main event right.
And so, I mean, beyond that, I don't really care about that. But there was, at least I kind of felt... Look, man, people love the Undisputed Era. There was kind of a disappointment in the crowd. Maybe I'm projecting. I just felt like they weren't as hot after that first match when everybody sort of realized, oh, it's not going to be their big night.
They came back around by the time the main event happened.
Totally. No, they came back around by the end of Candice and Io Shirai because that was just
match,
an amazing match.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was a little bit of air sucked out of the building after that.
I think that was exemplified in our chat too, where pretty much everybody's like, "Boo, this sucks."
Yeah.
But if the plan is at some point for Adam Cole's prophecy to come to fruition, to come true,
having it all be in one big winner-take-all match where they all get to celebrate together
in a city like Chicago,
especially in a city like Chicago,
give it 3 more months to build, give Street Profits more time as champ before they move on to Raw full-time probably. As you said, Velveteen Dream doesn't really need more time as North American champion, but it doesn't hurt to give him that.
Sure.
And then from that match, you can move on to all sorts of different things. Maybe Velveteen Dream moves up to the title picture.
Yeah.
You'll have Matt Riddle versus Killian Day, and that program should be wrapped up by then too.
Yeah.
Whoever comes out of that ahead could also be in the picture for the NXT title.
Matt Riddle is shown.
Yeah, probably. You get a ton of options coming out of that.
Or Matt Riddle can then just move on to the North American title. I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like he's going right for Adam Cole.
I feel like they're going to bring Goldberg down to NXT. They can have a
highly doubtful
program with Matt Riddle.
Highly doubtful. I mean, if he's going to be sticking around for a while, it's not going to be in NXT.
Honestly, what I see? What I want to see more than a Matt Riddle Goldberg match? Matt Riddle on Watch Along tomorrow, watching the Goldberg match. That's all I care about.
I hope they.
And every time they bring out Goldberg for a match, I want Matt Riddle in that room on Watch Along.
It's not just Goldberg. I want to see him watch the Goldberg match. I want to see him watch anything Brock Lesnar's involved in. Because he's been saying for years he wants to be the one to retire Brock Lesnar.
I honestly just want to see Matt. I don't care what it is. He's going to trash everything.
I know.
If they put trash in front of him, they put like a good match in front of him.
Oh,
he'll love it. But
yeah.
He is such a breath of fresh air of honesty.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
He's a straight shooter, man.
And we did get to see him tonight. So
a
that
little
was
bit,
cool.
a little bit.
But it kicked off with a tag title match, Street Profits versus Undisputed Era. I thought storytelling-wise, this was Street Profits' best match so far.
Yeah. And it was a really strong showing for Angelo Dawkins. Now, ever since they debuted on TV, everybody's been saying that Montez Ford is the star of the two of them. And in terms of athleticism, charisma, that still may be the case, but Angelo Dawkins week after week has shown that, hey, he's not the Marty Jannetty to Montez Ford, Shawn Michaels, by a stretch of the imagination.
Right. And they definitely gave him a lot of spotlight in this. They gave him some big spots that I thought were really, really cool. They sort of focused a bit more on his power game than anything. He was throwing the two guys from the Undisputed Era around, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish.
Bob Fish, yeah.
There were a couple of pounces. I'm always a big fan of the pounce.
Yeah.
And a couple times when he was just throwing people around. I thought that was a wise move on their part.
Yes.
But it was a really terrific match.
It was a lot of fun. Montez Ford paid homage to The Rock. At one point, he acts like he's about to go for the people's elbow. Bob Fish trips him up. However, once he comes to, he gets up. He hits Kyle O'Reilly with a rock bottom.
Yeah.
You may call it a uranagi.
It's a rock bottom.
It's a rock bottom when you deliver it like The Rock. There's a lot of good back and forth in this match because shortly after that, Undisputed Era hit like this crazy combo butterfly DDT, a Death Rider, if you will, and followed up with a wheelbarrow suplex. Montez Ford goes up to the top rope like going for a frog splash. He gets kicked off the top turnbuckle by Bobby Fish. Fish climbs up there, hits a super exploder. Kyle O'Reilly falls with a top rope knee to Montez's knee, puts Montez in a heel hook. Montez tries to get to the ropes, and then Bobby Fish headbutts hits a headbutt off the top rope onto Montez, so he can't get the ropes. Angelo Dawkins comes in, picks up Bobby Fish, and just dumps him onto Kyle O'Reilly to break it up. Eventually, Ford tags Dawkins in, so he's a legal man. Dawkins in there, he's clearing house. Angelo goes for a spear on Kyle O'Reilly and just eats a knee right to the face. That was such a well done spot.
That I gasped and shouted at that. I don't know if it was microphone placement or just was that Kyle O'Reilly? Yeah, that was Kyle
it was
O'Reilly.
Dawkins' sell. That's what did it for me because he used to do this.
The sound made it
And
like
then
the
fell.
sound was like it wasn't your regular leg slap. It felt duller, and so it seemed like it could have conceivably been the actual knee going to the face.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was. It was like, oh my god, that sounded real.
Yeah.
It was the sell. The sell was great too.
The Profits hit their super blockbuster, which is usually their finish on Kyle O'Reilly. Bobby Fish then they break it up. After some brawling on the outside, Montez hits a tope back in. Angelo Dawkins spears Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly.
And two of the best spears I've seen lately.
They're really good.
For
They
sure.
felt like there was actual force behind it.
Yeah, it did. It totally.
It wasn't
did.
just like the person taking them was selling them. Montez follows with the frog splash and O'Reilly for the win. However, After the match, on Twitter at least, Undisputed Era were upset, saying Kyle O'Reilly wasn't the legal man. Ooh. However, so therefore the pin should not have counted.
Therefore, we will have Undisputed Era and Street Profits and Velveteen Dream and Roderick Strong and Adam Cole and Johnny Gargano. War games!
War games!
Yeah.
It's totally, like, everything about this is leading to war games.
Yeah.
Everything. Anyways, hell of a match, hell of a showing for Street Profits. The story going into this for them was, hey, we're not just here to be here. We're here to win.
We're good,
when
too.
they did.
We can do it.
You solidify Street Profits as your tag team champions. Great showing from them. In 3 months, Undisputed Era probably has those tag team titles. Next, Evil Io Shirai, best thing in wrestling right now.
Yeah, oh yeah, 100%.
Not even close.
Dude, her new theme song.
The Tron, the theme,
her
the gear,
outfits,
everything.
It's all great. She's
her
wearing
whole...
This time she had like a black and like highlighter yellow, borderline fluorescent green trim gear.
Pants, yeah.
Her mannerisms, her character work in the ring.
Damn, it's so good.
It's such good shit.
I gotta stop using light profanity in these videos.
You have to stop using light profanity.
Light profanity. I gotta stop doing that.
I think light profanity is fine.
It is fine. I gotta stop doing it though.
No, it's good. We got to do something. Man.
I guess so.
It's called going in raw, not going in flowers.
I guess so. Candice comes to the ring. What are you doing over there?
I'm
you
putting
doodling?
a mustache on Nia Jax.
You're doodling. This is our Takeover review, and you're over here doodling.
Sorry. Go ahead, please.
I know you were fairly disengaged from the show after that Undisputed Era
I
get
was
the belt.
very engaged. Thank you very much. I doodle on this all the time.
Well, put that up. There's.
They can't see that.
All
what?
right.
There's boobs on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I drew boobs on there. Right there.
I'm getting this demonetized, man.
Light profanity.
Light profanity. So Candice comes to the ring and goes after Io before the bell even rings. Throws a couple punches her way. Drops her the mat. Ref breaks it up.
And then immediately Io Shirai goes for a sunset flip powerbomb.
Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
Like she's a Takahashi or something.
Oh, I know. Like she's the ticking time bomb. Candice blocks it, and then Io trips her off the apron and follows up with a suplex onto the announce table.
This is like 30 seconds into the match,
yeah, it was great. Candice struggles but beats the 10 count. She hasn't been defeated yet. Candice goes for some flying head scissors. Io just flips out of it, follows with an amazing drop kick. Io hits an air raid crash on Candice after ramming her into the corner. Gets a 2 count.
And Io playing up to the crowd was great too.
She's
just
so
always
good.
just mugging at the crowd.
Talking trash to Candice the whole time.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
Using maybe light profanity.
Yeah, maybe light profanity.
Crowd.
Because like Candice would try to do something and Io would reverse it, and she'd just do.
You'd be like,
she'd wave her finger.
Yeah, no.
Io goes for a top rope drop kick. However, Candice evades, and then Candice follows with a flurry of strikes and hit this nasty looking brain buster. Gets a 2. Io goes for a 619. Candice catches her, draping neck breaker, another 2 count. Candice goes to the top. Io gets her off, hits a 619, tosses Candice ringside. Oh, sorry. Candice tosses Io ringside, hits the suicide dive DDT, follows with a double stomp on the Io's back in the ring, gets a 2. Candice goes for like a really slow Rude Awakening style neck breaker. Io reverses that into a crossface. Candice rolls through for a pin, only gets a 2 though. They trade some German suplexes, and then Io catches Candice off the top rope, hits this nasty high angle German suplex.
We saw a couple of Germans with high angles on them tonight, and it wasn't just relegated to this match. I think Roderick Strong or somebody hit one.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. She only gets a 2. Then Io goes to the top, goes for a moonsault. Candice meets her up there, goes for a German suplex. Again, Io just flips out of it, lands on her feet. Shortly thereafter, Candice hits a poison Rana, gets a 2, follows up with the second rope swinging neck breaker, gets a 2. Io hits a Spanish fly off the top. Candice kicks out. Io hits backbreaker, then moonsault. Candice kicks out of the moonsault. We haven't seen that yet in NXT.
Yeah.
And Io, beside herself, upset, puts Candice in the Koji clutch. Candice passes out. Hell of a match. I want to see this feud continue.
Yeah. Me too.
Fantastic stuff.
For a long time.
Put him in that cage that the main event happened in.
Oh yeah, the Ambrose Asylum match.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. These two can fight. I want to see this be the Gargano Ciampa for the women's division.
Yes.
It circles in and out of the title scene, but it just keeps on going, and a year down the line, it's just still there. That's what I really want to see.
Ideally, that'd be it. Totally.
Yeah.
completely.
After that, Matt Riddle storms the ring in civilian gear. For him, that's like stretchy pants.
Tight jeans, t-shirt, his own t-shirt, his merch shirt, and some slides.
And
yes.
some very bright pink slides.
Yes.
He calls out Killian Dane, says, I know you're back there. Let us fight now, please. Killian Dane comes in through the crowd. They brawl ringside. The refs break them up. Sorry, the refs. And then at this, they try to.
They go up to the top of the stage, yes.
At the top of the stage, security comes out, and it's just Toronto's finest indie wrestlers who are under like 6 feet. They get involved. They eat all sorts of.
You get first Riddle lays them out with a bunch of knees. You get a ripcord knee, a V-trigger.
A V-trigger with the gun.
A bro to sleep.
Yeah.
And then Dane lays out Riddle with a fun splash. Security breaks that up, tries to separate Killian Dane. He lays them all out. Riddle puts Dane in the sleeper. And then Dane, jumps off the stage. And while he jumps off the stage with Riddle on his back, he just happens to put his arm out and take a security guard with him. Right through a table off the stage. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty rad.
It was pretty awesome.
It was pretty great. The Toronto indie wrestling scene had a good payout tonight.
Well, I hope they made their money, yes.
I'm sure they did.
Next.
They probably got Dean Ambrose during that Shield one last match.
$500.
Yeah, $650.
Next, something interesting. So usually when they cut to someone sitting ringside at a takeover, it's a new NXT signee. However, tonight it was Austin Theory, who I believe is the Evolve champion still.
I believe so.
And they didn't say anything about him signing NXT. They just said, here's a really exciting new superstar. They mentioned he was Evolve champion. So I'm guessing following the 10th anniversary show on the network, we're going to get a lot more Evolve on the WWE network.
I think we're going to get, I think you're right. Meltzer did indicate in the newsletter, he said that, and again, take it with a grain of salt, maybe, because this has been kind of, and I'm not saying take Meltzer necessarily with a grain of salt, but the idea of this has been around for a while. But he seems to believe that ICW, Progress, and I imagine Evolve are going to be
Evolve was
coming
mentioned in the newsletter too.
to the WWE network on a regular basis, on an actually their weekly or monthly, or I mean, Progress is monthly monthly shows.
Chapters.
ICW has a weekly TV show, which is fantastic, by the way. I don't know what Evolve runs.
I think they run
Monthly shows, right?
I think they run it's monthly shows over the course of a weekend, I want to say. I think.
Oh, they have like a weekend every month?
I think so.
That'd be interesting. That's cool.
I think that's what it is. Because usually when NXT talents, I don't know for sure, do Evolve shows or like they over the course of a weekend. But again, I could be completely off.
In any event, I mean, this could be a signal that we might be seeing that sooner than later. That could be. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? After that, we had a North American title match, Velveteen Dream versus Roderick Strong versus Peter Dune. Velveteen Dream came out to, I think, the Mountie song, not Mountie the wrestler, the Canadian Mounted Police song, and then that transitioned to Toronto Raptors championship celebration with cheerleaders and dancers, and then he made his appearance. He had the Mountie hat, red tights, some suspenders.
Makes sense.
Yeah, he just needed to come out with the Mountie.
Yeah. The Mountie, I think, is still in jail after that match at SummerSlam.
Oh, against Boss Man.
Years ago.
Yeah, 91, 93?
Sure.
93, I think.
93. A lot of weird stuff happening in 93.
Yeah, including law enforcement for Canada being put in jail.
Some people noted, it's funny, some people noted that was not on our count out this week, which was weird as SummerSlam matches. That was an early one that you were going to put on there.
Yeah, it was.
And I loved your rationale because you just blew it off with one statement. You're just like, yeah, we don't have to put it on there. I mean, all they did was have somebody get arrested afterwards.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that is still pretty weird, though. A little odd.
The match was just
the
pretty
match
typical.
itself was just a regular match.
It was just a pretty typical match.
Yeah.
And then, the only stipulation was that
pretty weird stip.
Whoever lost just got thrown in jail. Not as weird as if you win a match, you get to marry somebody.
That's true.
That's a weirder stipulation.
That's a weirder stip, for sure. Yeah.
Most definitely.
No, I like the list. It's a good list.
Yeah.
You should check it out right now.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Roderick Strong, as usual, entered. Same with Peter Dune. He had some nice forest green, maybe teal. Still unsure about the exact color.
It was like a forest green, but
close.
Upped in saturation.
Up close, it looked forest green, but far away, it looked like it had a bit more blue in it, more of a teal.
This is a fun match.
It was fun.
These guys can go, man.
Heck yes, man.
Yeah.
Beginning, though, Velveteen Dream and Peter Dune, they were working together to take Roderick Strong out of the equation. And then eventually, at one point, Dream turns around, gives Peter Dune a smile, and Dune gives Velveteen Dream his patented shrug.
Yeah.
They go at it.
Yeah.
Then Roderick Strong comes to and destroys both of them ringside.
Yeah.
Annihilates them. Hits a Uranagi on Dunn on the Velveteen Dream.
Yeah.
All ringside. It was great.
That was awesome.
It was fantastic. Then Velveteen Dream paid homage to Bret Hart, hitting Bret's middle rope elbow, followed it up with a sharpshooter. Dunn comes off the top, breaks up with a missile drop kick. Outside, Peter Dune hits a moonsault on both of them. Here's a good German suplex. Hits one on Dream, and then follows with a German suplex on Roderick Strong onto Velveteen Dream.
Yeah.
Ow!
Yeah. I like this bit. Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne. I'm so used to calling him Peter Dune.
Peter Dune, thanks Kyle O'Reilly.
I blame Kyle O'Reilly for that squarely. He usually does the Danielson stomps.
Yeah.
He had both guys and he was doing stomp to each guy.
It was fantastic.
I thought it was a fun little spot.
Yeah. And then we get Pete Dunne and Velveteen Dream up top. Dunn's going for the finger stuff on Dream. Roger Strong comes up and hits an Olympic slam on Dunn. Sends Dream off the top rope as well. Pete Dunne has Roderick Strong in a triangle in the corner, and then Dream hits a coast-to-coast Purple Rainmaker to break that up. Mm-hmm. And then there's this great bit where both Pete Dunne and Velveteen Dream are against the ropes, and Roderick Strong just runs by 3 or 4 times and hitting him with forearms.
Yeah.
That was fantastic.
It was great stuff. I can't wait, man. Listen, if the reports are true that we might have some main roster talent show up in NXT once they go to Fox Sports 1, tell me a Cesaro Roderick Strong feud isn't something that you just
that'd be top notch, man.
I would love to see that.
It'd be great. Roderick follows it up with strong hold on both of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can't hold it though.
Yeah.
And then Dunn breaks some fingers on both of them, hits a bitter end on Roderick Strong, and then Velveteen Dream is over distracting the ref with his fingers, and then breaks the pinfall by going over and rather than break up the pinfall by knocking Dunn off Strong, goes and kind of like lays into the ref a little bit.
Yeah.
And then the end saw Roderick Strong hit End of Heartache on Dunn. Dream breaks it up with Purple Rainmaker, and then covers Dunn himself. He gets the win. Velveteen Dream retains.
Yeah, keeps him super strong, man.
Yeah, man.
That's good.
Yeah, he's going to be vying for that world title.
I really hope that Pete Dunne isn't going to be the guy who's sort of always there but never quite there, you know?
I don't think so.
I hope not. I mean, I usually think that whenever I really, really like somebody.
I mean, I'm really surprised that he's the one that took the pin in this match. However, if they're working towards...
They've made him look so strong over the past couple weeks, so it kind of doesn't.
And it took like essentially 2 finishers for him to eat that pin.
Yeah.
If the plan is Undisputed Era versus everybody else with belts at War Games for everything, you can't have Roderick Strong eat that pin at the hand of Velveteen Dream because that's fairly definitive.
Well, if it was preceded by, in the same manner here, if it was preceded by the finisher from somebody else also.
I know, but Roderick Strong can come out and say, "You never pinned me, Dream."
That's true. Yeah, and then Regal would say, "Yes, therefore, so and so."
War Games. War Games.
Who would you like to see Pete Dunne feud with after this? Let's say maybe he has another match against Velveteen Dream, he loses, whatever. At the next takeover, who would you like to see Pete Dunne in there?
Great, it's Pete Dunne and Matt Riddle.
I know,
but Matt Riddle's already got something going on.
Yeah. Yeah, but no, dude, that Killian Dane thing, that's not going to be it. That's months from now. It's not going to be a takeover.
Probably not. But you never know.
That's going to be one of those hot NXT main events. Killian Dane, I think they want big things for him. I'm not sure he's going to be to that level.
Oh, he's not winning that feud, no. But I don't know.
I'm not even sure if they're going to take that to takeover. I think Matt Riddle is a good Pete Dunne guy. The problem is you get into a situation where you don't want Pete Dunne to lose that and this, and he can't. And Matt Riddle's going to beat Killian Dane and whatever their blow up's going to be, probably on TV
because they're priming him for a title run, probably.
Yeah,
but you never know. I mean, like depending on how long Pete Dunne's going to be on the roster.
You know what would be killer? Pete Dunne versus Keith Lee.
That would be good.
Finally get Keith Lee going, and he can lose his first takeover match to Pete Dunne.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be killer. Right
That'd
there,
be pretty cool. Kona Reeves, how about that? Oh, what about Pete Dunne and Kushida?
What about? Oh, that's good. That's good. What about Pete Dunne and Cameron Grimes?
That'd be good.
That's a good matchup. Personalities right there.
Pete Dunne and Tyler Breeze.
No, I mean, that's an easy win for Pete Dunne.
Shane Thorne. Forgotten Sons.
Oh God. Oh, Jackson Riker. I like the Terminator. Anyways, after that,
Dexter Loomis.
Perfect. That dude should be at the top of Takeover.
Cesar Bononi.
War Games really should be Undisputed Era versus everybody already said versus just Dexter Loomis on his own.
Yeah, I know.
It's a triple threat, but they all have 4 people. He has just him.
Just him.
Yeah. And he wins.
He goes over all.
He wins all the belts.
All the belts are now belong to Dexter Loomis.
The one belt that couldn't go to Dexter Loomis, though, the Women's Championship.
Yeah.
Shayna Baszler versus challenger Mia Yim. This was one of those matches that kind of hurt to watch because it was just very like strike heavy and let me hurt you heavy.
Yeah, the story.
Wasn't a lot of fancy moves here.
No, there wasn't. Mia Yim's strategy was to try to take out Shayna's arm. Mm-hmm. So if she were to lock in her finisher, she'd be able to manipulate the arm and get out of it. And she did that a couple times. However, it wasn't enough. It's kind of this match wasn't bad, but it wasn't as smooth. Didn't have the drama of Io versus Candice.
I think it's kind of a risk when you have a match as sort of as intentionally clunky as this.
Yeah, as physical as this.
Because it's not going to be smooth. It's going to be ugly. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it works really well. Sometimes it doesn't. Like I've seen Roderick Strong in some really ugly matches that just look so awesome because it just hurts.
Well, he works a really fast pace too.
True.
Shayna does not work a fast pace.
That's true. Yeah.
There's this great spot early on which set up the main story where Mia shoves Shayna's arm into the ring steps. Comparable to what we saw Sasha do to Bayley at NXT Brooklyn 1 and then drop kick the ring steps, setting up Shayna's arm being compromised. And that was kind of, as I said, mentioned Mia's strategy. Shayna was doing her typical stuff. Towards the end, she was finally working the arm as well. There's this great spot where Mia hits the super code blue, so essentially like a sunset flip powerbomb off the top rope.
Yeah.
She only gets a 2, though. And then Shayna locks in her finish, the clutch. Mia gets out of it because she starts working over the arm. Shayna releases, but then again, Shayna goes for it later on. Mia tries to get out of it, does, but then Shayna transitions like instantly into a choke with her legs, and Mia has to tap. Kind of surprising, especially considering Io won. You think, all right, Mia can pick up the win here on Shayna, go into a feud down the line against Io, because they're definitely setting up Io to be top heel of that women's division.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
So it seems Shayna's going to be moving up at some point.
Somebody, golly, man, I saw it on Twitter today, and I don't even know who said it, but I thought it was one of the sources that we usually are like, okay, now they know what they're talking about, was saying that they're thinking that there's going to be a Shayna-Becky feud sooner than later.
That should happen. That should be Survivor Series.
Totally should happen. So I don't know. I mean, maybe they think that Shayna looks strongest
walking into that feud with the belt.
Maybe
doing Kevin Owens type deal.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, they need to get their act together when it comes to these call-ups.
How about this? Shayna walks on the main with the NXT Women's title. She's the one that beats Becky. She's got the NXT and Raw Women's title.
I mean, that's like we would book it. That's how we would. I think
Make
we
an
did
impact.
do that before.
Get Ronda out there. Get her involved.
Boom, right there.
That's a money feud right there.
Then Shayna challenges Brock for the Universal title. She wins that. Takes on New Day and the who has the Raw tag titles? The Club
OC, yeah.
She gets those titles.
So she has all the belts.
She's going to look like that one picture of
Ultimo Dragon with the 14 belts.
With the 14 belts, yeah.
Yeah. That'd be something else.
Silliness. Next up, Wolverine versus Adam Cole.
No, it's Johnny Gargano, man, in Wolverine gear.
It was Wolverine gear, but it was battle tested. It was like there were 3
the
slashes
claw marks on the chest.
So who did Wolverine?
Well, Sabretooth, man. Who's the Sabretooth
Does
then?
Sabretooth only have 3 claws? I thought he had all 5 of his claws.
Well, I guess maybe he just hit him with the 3 longest fingers.
I guess so. That makes sense. Got some burrito on me.
You got that burrito maybe sleepy.
Because why would burrito hurt himself? Try to slash himself.
That wouldn't make any sense. No, a Sabretooth.
You know what his ring gear looked like? It was like the pajamas. I'm sorry,
underoos.
The Halloween costume you'd get. That is like a character, but it's not really their costume. It's just a costume of that character.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I remember seeing when I was a kid. There was like I was gonna call him Darth Vader, the Darth Vader one.
Yeah.
And it was just like a shirt with Darth Vader on it. And I'm like, that's not it was supposed to be a Halloween costume.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's like that. Darth Vader's not wearing his own
What was your
shirt.
costume, Darth Vader fan?
Exactly. Oh, anyways, Gargano was dressed up as Wolverine fan. And
then Adam Cole is just Adam Cole.
He was just Adam Cole.
He was just Adam Cole.
That's all he's got.
Adam Cole dressed as Adam Cole fan.
That's right, because they did have new horrible. I didn't get a close enough look at these horrible.
Go to WWE shop.
Undisputed
They're
Era shirts.
supposed to be like movie posters. He wasn't wearing that. He's wearing one of his own shirts.
Oh,
So everybody else is wearing.
Oh, there's the Fiend gloves.
Yeah, they're really pushing the Fiend merch, huh?
And the look at that! Wow, I
Wow,
love this Wyatt Jim one though.
It's all Fiend all the time. Go to NXT over there on the right, far right, or that too.
I'll do this.
Let's see if they're even up by now. Because I had them at the SummerSlam shop. Well, they have Johnny Oh, there it is.
There they are.
They have Gargano's new shirt. What does it say at the bottom?
Their names. Oh yeah, Shock the System starring the Undisputed Era. And then it's on the back also.
It's got their logo with all of them posing.
Man, that's a lot of screen print that you're wearing.
Yeah, you're wearing pretty much a bulletproof vest at that point.
Like the shirt is already heavy, probably
thick
and heavy.
And you got an eighth of an inch of silk screen on there. Unless they do the crap iron on.
Like they did for your. I've never seen it.
No, it wasn't the Ciampa shirt that disappointed me because I had a feeling it was the custom thing. I'm like, I know it's gonna be a piece of trash. It was the New Day shirt I got that was like the TLC album cover, and I was really looking because I think it's an awesome shirt. I love the New Day.
I know.
I thought that was such a great idea. All those designs were great. The Rollins shirt after Rollins band, Sasha Banks after Kendrick Lamar's Good Kid, Mad City. There's one other one. I thought they were all great. I was like, I like the New Day one a lot. I got it. I opened it up. I'm like, they did the crap. So
they did the light profanity job.
Profanity job of this. They did the crap iron-on stuff.
Yeah.
On the garbage shirt. And it wasn't like I got it from WWE shop. It was I got it from Foot Locker.
You would think.
And it's not Foot Locker's fault.
Yeah.
This is all WWE's doing. They're the ones that worked all this out. And I was so disappointed. I just went to Foot Locker and returned it.
That is light profanity right there.
It was garbage.
That's terrible.
Garbage. This garbage quality. The design was great. Garbage quality.
Yeah.
And I haven't bought anything for WWE since. And I probably won't.
Yeah, man. No.
I'm not going to get suckered.
I'm with you.
Because I don't know, like
I love this one. Look at this guy.
Like the designs that but if that's silk screen, that's you're wearing body armor essentially.
Oh, they're not silk screening this, dude. There's way too much going on. They can't silk screen that. That's going to be like a iron on.
And it's going to look like the detail's going to be awful because that's the issue.
No, they do these ones different. I mean, it still might be a bit on the thick side, but it's definitely not silk screen.
I don't know, man.
I don't
buy
know.
one and find out.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's only $20.
I'd put this like on a black shirt. I'd wear this.
Yeah.
Not really gonna wear a pink shirt. Anyways,
back to the match.
So the first of all, of course, was a wrestling match.
Yeah, classic standard wrestling match.
And we got at the end of this first fall, we got sort of the tease of what might have been like a double turn. But take us through the match first.
Okay, so yeah, first of all, wrestling. They're doing the standard, hey, we know each other really well, so we know what the other person's going to do in reverse and anticipate. Excuse me, that burrito man.
There's that bit where they both were about to do super kicks, and they just sort of stood
held
there.
back. Adam Cole goes for the Panama Sunrise. Gargano, it's the classic bit where two people have wrestled each other so often they know all their eccentricities.
It's like you and I playing 2K19.
Exactly. We know exactly what we're going to do. Outside, Adam Cole goes for like a running kick, and Gargano gets out of the way. Cole kicks the ring steps, and then Gargano picks him up, drops him with the shin breaker on the apron, starts working over his legs. That's kind of what Gargano's strategy is from that point on. Tables turn. Cole hits this cool-looking wheelbarrow suplex on Gargano on the apron. Apron is a weapon. Back in the ring, Gargano eventually focuses on Cole's leg again, puts him in a figure four. Cole gets to the ropes. There's this great bit where Adam Cole's going for a Panama Sunrise. Gargano catches him, reverses it into a dude buster, essentially. Gets a 2. And then Adam Cole brings a chair into the ring. The ref's like, hey, don't do it. You're going to get DQ'd.
DQ, yeah.
They kind of wrestle over the chair. Ref puts the chair down. Adam Cole kicks Johnny square in the front area. Does Johnny eat a pin there?
No, of course
No,
not.
he kicks out.
Yeah.
But then Johnny, he decides to pick up the chair. And the ref's like, don't do it.
I'm going to DQ you.
You're going to DQ you.
Yeah.
And Johnny goes, all right.
Yeah.
Hits Adam Cole with a chair. He's DQ'd. He loses the first fall.
You know what I do love about this? So it wasn't like a cheesy like double turn. I like double turns, but it wasn't that. This is fascinating to me because it's so rare in the WWE that you get it. It is the character of Johnny Gargano evolving over time. Johnny Gargano as of a year and a half ago would never have done this. But at this point, he understands what it takes to get that championship, to stay relevant, is he's got to be smarter and take no options off the table.
What did he say before this match? I finally know who Johnny Gargano is.
Yeah. He's a well-rounded character.
He is assimilated all that he's learned through the Ciampa feud. Mm-hmm. He's an amalgam now of Johnny Wrestling, the greatest sports entertainer on the planet.
What was the character that Batman and Wolverine were together?
I don't know.
Something stupid. It was like Dark Claw or something.
Batwolf. Wolfman.
Wolverman.
What'd you say it was? Dark Claw, wasn't it?
I want to say it was the Dark Claw.
Yeah, because I think that was one of Brian Cage's wrestling names.
Oh, yeah. List of Amalgam Comics characters. I need to do a video about how crappy this was. I really do.
It was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and it was like the invasion angle.
It was? No, that is exactly what it was.
Yeah. So next fall, Street Fight, of course. This is Gargano's chosen stipulation. So the bell rings. Gargano throws a chair at Adam Cole, who's now in the ringside area. Gargano follows it up with suicide dive. Cole tries to flee through the crowd. Gargano follows. They start brawling all over the place. They eventually end up back around by the timekeeper area. Gargano hits splash off the barricade and drives Cole through the wall, the barricade between timekeeper area and the ringside area. So that particular barricade was made of tissue, probably.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't like there was a whole lot of force behind that splash.
Yeah.
We're on the announce table. Gargano's going for a fairy tale ending. Cole rakes Gargano's eyes. Cole goes for his own fairy tale ending. Instead, though, Johnny backdrops Cole, into the Spanish announce table. Later on, back in the ring, Cole hits Gargano with a last shot, follows that with a neck breaker onto a chair, gets a 2 count.
Yeah, that was ugly. Oh, wait, is this?
No, that's later on.
That was later on.
The Cole spot was ugly.
Okay.
Later on, Gargano sets a chair in the turnbuckle, lawn darts Adam Cole into it, follows with the Gargano escape. Adam Cole taps. Tied 1-1.
Yeah.
They did a good job. The pace of this match, the brutality picked up exponentially as as the match went on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's last fall, the weapons cage match, which apparently they announced on TV ahead of time. They didn't announce it to the live crowd, is what I heard on Twitter. So you're there, you're in the crowd, you see this cage above the ring with all these weapons, and you can kind of put it together.
Sure, yeah.
But apparently, it's what I read on Twitter after the show ended and before we started, is that they didn't make an announcement to the live crowd until the cage started to descend.
Did they actually make the verbal announcement to the crowd at that point? I mean, I kind of feel like if you're in there and you're looking at it, it's kind of cooler maybe just for the buzz to get around. Oh, that's for the third fall. Although you'd think that like Regal would come out and like maybe give a bit of an explanation.
Well, he did for the TV audience.
This was for. Wait, what?
So before the show started,
was it on the kickoff?
Yes.
Oh, so he announced it. Oh,
on the kickoff, but the live crowd didn't get that apparently.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So the live crowd shows up. They look. It's like, wow, there's a cage up there with weapons and stuff. That's crazy. I wonder if that's for the third fall.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. But yeah, you'd like to hear. That is kind of surprising. It seemed like it would be more dramatic for Regal to come out on the stage. You know, I mean, you can't really have him come out. By the way, here's my big surprise. And it's like there's a cage standing there. You see that cage up there with all the weapons?
That's not for the third fall. I'm kidding, it is.
Exactly.
Ha!
That's for a Damian Priest match. We're going to film for television.
Oh, yes, that's just for...
It's for the recap.
That's for NXT TV next week.
It's a Fallout match.
Yeah. So, yes, next third final fall weapons cage match. Pretty instantly they go and tear some kendo sticks off the side of the cage. They start.
It's not really in character for Regal to do a weapons cage match, though, is it?
No, it was kind of out of nowhere. I mean, it worked out because it was really fun.
Like, where's my World of Sport best of 3 rounds match?
I know. Where's a catch as catch can? I know Morrow called the first fall that, but
nah, man.
No, give me an ITV World of Sport match.
You're right, exactly.
All joint manipulation.
I want to.
Well, that's what I thought he might do.
Big
something,
Daddy versus Haystacks match.
You know, like a submission match, an I Quit match, a Last Man Standing. Something like that. And people were saying that Triple H and Stone Cold had a 3 Stages of Hell match that had the same exact stipulations.
Oh, interesting.
So I guess that was the basis for it.
But this was brutal.
It was brutal.
This was absolutely brutal.
More and more brutal as it went on.
Brutaler.
So they start the match trading kendo stick shots. And eventually they do the super kick on each other's spot. Later on, Gargano hits a poison Rana, follows it with a super kick. Cole kicks out. Cole hits a backstabber with the kendo stick across Johnny's face. He gets a 2. It was this. Gargano sets up a couple chairs so the seats are facing each other, so the backs are there's like a U shape.
Yeah.
And so they're jockeying for position on the top rope. Gargano hits a tornado DDT. I'm guessing Cole's head was supposed to hit the seats of the chairs.
So these are the chairs here.
And instead of Cole hitting here or here,
Yeah.
he hit his head right there.
Oh, yeah. It looked
Right on the top of the chair, probably the hardest part of the chair. And that looked rough. And the ref goes to check on him. He already got a little scrape on his head from when the chair was thrown at him because he didn't put his hands up for that at all. There's a sledgehammer on the cage. And so that's twist tied.
There was also a mystery bucket.
You know, people said there was a bucket. I only saw 2 fire extinguishers.
I just assumed that there was a bucket because everybody was saying
It was funnier, regardless of what I saw the bucket or not, that there was a bucket there. Totally, because we were all speculating what was inside the bucket. Yeah. But I saw 2 fire extinguishers, and I'm not a perceptive individual. I miss things all the time.
Yeah, sure.
Just today,
I was kind of looking for the bucket. I never saw it either.
Last night, I was going through the freezer. I needed some peas to give my kids for dinner. And I'm like, where are these damn peas?
Yeah.
Searching all through the freezer. Know where they were?
In front of you?
Right in front of me.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Right in front of me.
Yeah, man.
So it happens when you get old.
Yeah, it happens to me too.
So if there's a bucket there, that'd be awesome. I just didn't see it, but again, I'm not perceptive. So there's a sledgehammer there up on the cage, fighting over it, jockeying for position, trying to get it. Gargano says to hell with that. Sunset flip, powerbomb off the cage, gets a 2 count.
That was well, that was ugly.
Yeah. Then Gargano goes up, gets a sledgehammer. Adam Cole hits him with a super kick. Then another. Adam Cole goes to the top of the cage, gets a ladder, throws it at Johnny. Johnny evades, but that gives Adam an opportunity to hit a Panama Sunrise, gets a 2 count. And then Cole scales the ladder, hits a Panama Sunrise off that. Gargano kicks out.
Although I do kind of appreciate that, like, you're still, even though you're coming from the ladder, you're still,
I know.
it's still the exact same move to the guy.
You're just higher up. It's probably more damage done to Adam Cole's knees than anything. Adam Cole goes for a last shot, and Johnny Gargano just collapses. And so Cole puts Gargano on a chair so his face is up against the seat.
And he can't collapse.
No. He goes for a last shot, and then Johnny rolls off, so Adam Cole...
Last shot's a chair.
Last shot's a chair, and then Gargano puts him in like a deathlock type move. The same thing he did to Ciampa in their first match with the knee brace.
Yeah.
But with the kendo stick across the face instead of the knee brace. And then Adam Cole bites him in the hand to break up the hold.
Yeah.
No DQ, so they can do that. They fight over the sledgehammer, and then Gargano hits him in the ribs with it. There's a couple tables set up in the ring. Gargano puts Cole on him. He goes up, climbs up the ladder. Cole rolls off. Gargano nails him with the kendo stick. Follows him with like a Canadian destroyer basically off the top rope.
Yeah. That was, like, that really should be a finisher right there.
Nope, only got a 2 count.
That should be a fun. What was like kind of more shocking, that or Naito's second rope pile driver?
No, the destroyer was, man.
That was like, holy crap.
Because
holy
like
light profanity.
Because New Japan does crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Not all the time.
Right.
Unless Kota Ibushi's in the match, and something crazy is going to happen every time, basically.
Yeah.
It's like a rarity in WWE programming that you get a destroyer, period.
You're right.
It's like Rey Mysterio and Adam Cole are the only 2 people allowed to do it.
Yeah, Rey Mysterio can only do it in Andrade matches.
Yes.
You know.
And Adam Cole it was just halftime heat. He was finally allowed to do it.
Yeah.
And so they have Gargano do a destroyer off. I know it was off the second rope, but still.
No.
It was insane. You don't
crazy.
expect that from WWE.
Yeah.
And then, so while I didn't see this bucket, there was definitely a sack attached to the cage. Do you see a sack in a weapons match? What do you think?
Thumbtacks.
Exactly.
Or hopefully Legos.
Yes. Gargano pours the contents of the sack out into the ring. No Legos, no thumbtacks. What we got?
Should, at some point, somebody needs to incorporate Dan Aykroyd's bag of glass.
Yeah.
From Saturday Night Live back in
there
the
you
day.
go.
Yeah, it's a bag of glass. Kids play with it.
Inside are some bolt cutters, some chain, some brass knuckles. So rather than using the chain or the brass knuckles right there on the mat, Gargano scales up to the cage, takes his time to cut some barbed wire off the top, because there's barbed wire wrapped around the top of the cage, because you can't escape the cage to win.
Yeah.
It's only pin or submission.
It's like at Home Depot.
Yeah, pretty much. So he comes down. Adam Cole climbs to the top of the cage. So there's like a table, looks like a metal table in one corner, right next to the ladder. So Adam Cole climbs up the cage, gets in that table. Gargano climbs up the ladder. So they're brawling on top of that table for a little bit. Johnny Gargano tries to use the barbed wire at Adam Cole, and they both kind of toss each other off this table through the 2 tables that are already set up on the mat.
They really only hit one of them.
They hit one of them.
And they came very close to not hitting that one. Yeah.
And Adam Cole just kind of rolls over on Gargano to get the win.
Yep.
Adam Cole's back looked beat to hell.
He just in general.
He was beat to hell this whole match.
Beat to hell, yeah.
So I know Regal said before this match, there will be a decisive winner.
Mm-hmm.
While Adam Cole got the win, I wouldn't exactly call this a decisive victory for him, because it was a spot off the top where they both fell off, both went to the table. Cole just had enough to put his arm over him, essentially.
There's that. There's also the first fall was Gargano intentionally getting himself DQ'd. So it's not like Adam Cole decisively went over him at that point either.
No.
And then, of course, Cole tapped out in the second one. So, yeah, that could be, again...
Wiggle room to do another match, yes.
Mm-hmm. War Games. Yeah. How many weeks do we have till War Games?
It's about 3 months. It's November.
Oh, wow. Jeez.
Plenty of time.
Plenty of time. Lots
3
of time
more
for
months
that.
of Cole and Gargano.
Yeah, I wonder how they're going to... I mean, they only do something every 2 weeks. So that's about... What was that, five episodes we're going to see them in?
Mm-hmm.
Plenty of things they could do there to get to War Games.
Continue Adam Cole's championship tour.
This has been especially given that it came basically it was sort of fast tracked because of Ciampa's injury.
Yeah,
boy, this has been a lot of fun.
It has been,
and I'm looking forward to seeing what stories they're going to tell from here on out. So yeah, I mean, look, man, another great takeover.
For people who are disappointed that Undisputed Era walk out of this with all the belts, just wait. I think there's a chance it could happen in 3 months' time.
I mean, it seems like that seems like a very distinct possibility. I would be, I mean, regardless of if they do it like that at War Games or not, it would be kind of shocking to me if they didn't have them all be draped in gold. It's been such a story that they seem to be aiming to tell.
Mm-hmm. What they should do is just first round of taping, set it up.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
War Games coming up.
Yeah.
This is what we're going to do.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. And then you have time to build hype for that match.
On the other hand, what you could do is have it come down to the wire. I mean, Street Profits, they got this win, but wouldn't you like to see them have a couple more title defenses between now and then?
Yeah, that's a fair point. Yeah.
So there's 3 months, a lot of time.
It is a long time.
That's a long time. So yeah, be interesting to see where all that goes.
Yep.
In any event, thanks everybody for tuning in. We appreciate it. There's a big blowout sale right now at friendomarket.com. Use the promo code blowout. 25% off everything there. Thanks so much, everybody, for tuning in. Until next time, we'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.
Be a part of Going In Raw today at patreon.com/Steven Larson. Starting at $1 a month, you can enjoy Going In Raw ad-free, gain access to the daily 30-minute Going In Raw post show, exclusive merchandise, and so much more. Support Going In Raw today. Click the link in the description.